What's up, guys? Happy Monday. We are here, sort of. I just decided about an hour or so ago that I could do a stream tonight. I had a dentist appointment today, and I'm still kind of numbed up from the Novocaine. I've got a little paralyzation on the right side of my face here, but it's wearing off. I feel like I can speak for the most part, so I want to come up here and watch with you guys because tonight's Raw should be pretty good. CM Punk is on the show, along with Reed and Braun Strowman running it back as well. So I apologize for my voice. I can only kind of do a half smile, as you can see here, but I feel fine, and my feeling is mostly coming back. So I felt like between now and the end of Raw, I should be back to 100%. They stuck me about 4 hours ago, and it's starting to wear off. So we're here to watch Raw. Just pardon my voice and pardon my speech, but we will be here to do it either way. Right on. And I'm going to refresh my stream here so Raw starts. Is that Angela Bassett? Wow. There we go. Monday Night Raw should be on. I got this other show wrapping up, even though it is technically the top of the hour. Cheers and happy Monday to you. Sorry, I wasn't sure totally if I was going to do one tonight. I told you guys last night on the watch along to just stay tuned because I really wouldn't know until late afternoon, early evening, if I was going to be able to do this or not. So I appreciate you being here. We also have Sheamus and Pete Dunne, and we got Natalya and Zoey Stark, I believe, as well, right? At least the good side of my mouth is the one facing the camera instead of over here. Then, now, forever. See, I can still do Triple H's voice. I got another dentist appointment Wednesday morning, and I'm off Wednesday, too. So we'll probably be up here on Wednesday night watching Dynamite. But I don't think I'm going to have all this going on. I should be a little bit more normal. Hey, Tito. Come on, get over there. Do what you're going to do. Come on. Watch your... Jesus Christ, Tito. Oh, Portland tonight, huh? All right. I've never been to Portland. Ripley's still selling that leg, huh? Hey, Angie. What's up? Good to see David Brown, Michael Kumo, the Juliet William, my boy Ronnie, Rodrigo, Denny Downbad, Big J, K-Dogs Kennel. Good to see you, Kevin. Isaac is here. So's Colin Wright and William Tatanani, Jay Lambo. Good to see all y'all this evening. Happy Monday to you. Yes, Michael, I am off on Wednesday. And my dentist appointment is early in the morning. Today's was in the afternoon. That's why I'm still kind of fucked up. But on Wednesday, I should be long recovered by the time Dynamite airs. So that's my plan right now. I'll put up a link probably tomorrow for y'all. Bianca Belair and Jade taking on Kyrie and... Oh, no, just Bianca Belair versus Kyrie tonight. Strowman and Reed running it back after that crazy car spot in the parking lot a couple weeks ago. Oh, that's right. Thank you for the reminder, Michael Kumo. I do have ESPN and ABC now. They fixed it, so I'm going to turn the game on. There we go. Just had to turn the TV my way, and we'll turn on the game. We'll eyeball the... who is it? It's Eagles-Falcons, right? Punk with the Bret Hart shirt. Gotta love to see that. All right, let's turn on the game, too. Whatever was going on with Disney and DirecTV, they worked it out, so I've got those. Okay, oh, Punk's opening the show. He's walking right in. All right. Cool. Where's the game? There's the game. All right, game is on. Game is on. Raw is on. I am on. I really like his sweatshirt. I bought 2 Bret Hart shirts from Roots of Fight, and they just don't fit me, so I never wear them. So maybe a long sleeve will be better. Garrett Osborne, good to see you. Mike Witt, same to you, bro. I don't know why I mentioned you last night in the watch-along. Now I don't remember why. Something AWA related. Punk looks somewhat somber, maybe after the death of his bracelet. Still mourning the loss of that bracelet, I see. Oh, Michael, you need to get you need Eagles to win by 9 to get paid. You know what? I'm going to root for you. I'm rooting for Michael Cuomo tonight. So go Eagles. Who's quarterback for Atlanta these days? Matt Ryan's gone, right? So who is it? Are they like in rebuilding? They probably suck, huh? All that talent is gone, like the Julius Jones and who was the tight end that was real good? Oh, Gonzalez. He's long gone. I think he retired. Former high school classmate of mine, Algie Crumpler, played for Atlanta. Let's see what Punk has to say here. Kirk Cousins. Oh, no shit. Cousins is there. Okay. He's bounced around, huh? What? Washington, Minnesota, and probably Atlanta now, huh? Michigan State boy. I like Kirk Cousins. He's a Spartan. Doc says I need to cut out the Skittles. All right, Punk. You can't be this upset. You know they're selling that bracelet now, too. I hope they paid that girl who initially made it. I hope they gave her her cut.
I'm at the point in my career where sometimes people ask me how many matches do I have left in these old bones.
Yeah, you got one for sure.
Depending on how you feel about me, the answer is either wildly disappointing or it makes you tremendously happy, because the answer is way more than you think.
Everybody's doing the longer beard now. Look at like this look that Punk has right now. Christian has it. Copeland has it. Who else? It's a popular look right now.
When I came back to the WWE, I said I did not come here to make friends, and that didn't necessarily mean that I came here to make a mortal enemy, but that's exactly what I have done.
This is
so much so.
This is the most different Punk promo that we've seen so far.
Between Drew McIntyre and myself is in hell in a cell.
Has Punk been in a Hell in a Cell? Punk worked Taker in Hell in a Cell, maybe? I feel like he's been in a cell match before, right?
I feel a little bit naive to think that I thought this was over because I touched 4 turnbuckles in Berlin.
Yeah, Zach, we were classmates.
Maybe Drew was a little bit naive to think that this was all going to be over because he jumped me in Chicago months ago and tried to drag my wife and my dog into this mess.
Larry and Pharaoh are not young dogs. It's going to be sad for them.
But I'm just too damn stubborn.
So Punk with a very, kind of somber, monotone type of promo right here.
Drew's fatal mistake in all this is not getting the job.
Maybe this will help.
And now things are drastically different.
Ronnie, this is what came today, by the way. Or yesterday.
How many Hell in the Cell matches do you have left in you? The honest answer is 0.
Whoa. Punk says he has no more matches left in him.
My little sisters asked me not to do this. My wife asked me not to do this.
Did Larry ask you? What if Larry asked him not to do it? But did Punk rub jalapenos in his eyes or something?
Maybe the angel on my shoulder begged me not to do this. So, armed with all of that information, please allow me to tell you exactly why I am going to do this.
Punk is acting like the worst thing that has ever happened to him was losing that bracelet. And that's fine. But they're on WWE Shop, Punk. Just go on your phone, just go on the WWE app, boom. Order one, be at your house 2-3 days, business days. We knock on your door. Mr. Punk, we have your bracelet.
I sat there and I told Drew, if you push me far enough, I can become the devil himself. And now the devil is here. The devil in my heart tells me the only way this ends is in hell in the cell. The same
It's awesome, Ronnie. Or I'll find out about 30 minutes.
that he was going to get to stop beating. And Drew McIntyre, I can't promise I'm going to kill you. Because I won't make promises that I 100% cannot deliver on. So here is my promise. I'm going to make you bleed.
Good. Punk said he's going to make Drew bleed. We need some blood in this. If any Hell in the Cell ever needs it, it's this one.
You have to kill me. Because I am prepared to die. I am prepared for this heart to stop beating. I am prepared for all of this to be over with. I had a great career, and if this is the end, so be it. I'm prepared for this to be the end of CM Punk.
Yeah,
And
wow.
if you're prepared for this to be the end of Drew McIntyre, then I'll see you in hell.
Right on.
The devil is going down to Georgia and he's looking for a soul to steal. CM Punk is going to hell and he's going to drag.
Well, he didn't say much, but
There with him at Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood in less than 3 weeks' time, John.
To hear him say, Wade, my family asked me not to do this. It was the
well, I mean, I feel based on that promo, like Punk is going to have to win the blow-off, right?
end. So be it. I'm prepared to die. Folks, this is October 5th. Hell in a Cell. And the build-up to this is going to be absolutely incredible. Let's turn our attention to Sheamus for a moment. And lately, his old name.
Ira, you got a real bad feeling about the Hell in a Cell? I wouldn't have a bad feeling about it. They're not going to go nuts. They'll be safe. Punk and Drew are pros, seasoned pros, not reckless, youngsters.
The Celtic Warrior costing Sheamus the matchup. Now, last week, Sheamus returned, struck back, reacquired the shillelagh.
That's bleeding. Go.
The biggest reason why I like doing watch-alongs now for Raw is because if I do a review and I'm making notes, I don't like to write down shillelagh.
Thanks so much, Wade. Joe, I am here with Sheamus.
Sheamus. Hey, Kathy Kelly is back. She was on SmackDown. I was a little worried they moved her.
Pete Dunne over the past several weeks. So take me through how you're feeling heading into this match tonight.
You know, Miss Kelly, I thought this Pete Dunne fella too well. He really hit me where it hurts, you know? And no, I'm not talking about when he smashed my hand
When he
Smashed my
slapped
hand.
across my back, my shillelagh.
My shillelagh.
Talk about when he took my dream away from me.
It's my shillelagh,
The
Sheamus.
only mountain I have left to climb here in the WWE, the Intercontinental Championship, and becoming the first ever WWE Grand Slam champion. Now, Miss Kelly, it's time to inflict pain to my protege. And to the arena out here, the proper fellas, I ask you, please, whatever you do, don't call him Butch.
Don't call him Butch. I never did. His name's Pete Dunne.
He actually despises being called Butch. When you say Butch over and over again.
It just makes him mad. Okay. Noted.
But tonight, people, you become my Butch.
My Butch.
I've got one question left. Portland, are you ready for a banger?
I'm always ready for a banger. Sheamus.
Sheamus ready to serve up a banger and executive producing the crowd quite well.
There's a bit of lack of sincerity with that advice from Sheamus there.
I'm such a big Sheamus fan. He's the best.
Introducing first, from Dublin, Ireland, weighing at 267 pounds,
Sheamus!
For so long, Fight Night was the inspiring.
Oh, do I have ads on, Colin? Yeah, I usually don't turn them off for these. I just do them for ones that have a timer, but I can turn them off.
Braun Brute's big man. That is coming up next, right here on Monday Night Raw.
I'll do it for you, Colin, since you're a channel member. Monetization off. I make no money from this. Okay, there you go.
November 30th. Survival is only the beginning.
What's up, Michael Johan? I'm doing great, man. I've gotten a lot of work done, like multiple appointments, but today was having a redone of an old root canal from like 20 years ago. There was a little bit of an infection in there, so they had to get in there, clean it out, redo it, put a new crown on it. And then they had worked on another tooth today as well. So my right side of my face has been numbed up all day. I finally felt okay enough to speak, but it's still there. And I don't mean this to be insensitive at all, but you kind of get an idea of what Jim Ross went through, having half your face, not being able to move and trying to speak. You should see me before I went live, I took some mouthwash and it just came right out. So it's not worn off yet, but I can talk. You guys can hear me. And I don't sound too crazy, but I thought it was going to be like Kramer in that one Seinfeld episode where he gets it. But I thought when I got home, I started feeling better, feeling my mouth. I'm like, I'm all right. I can do it. I'm not in any pain. What's up, Daniel Malcolm? Jose Lopez, Off Leather Wings. Ira, I think I said hello to you. Juliet, I'm pretty sure I said hi to you. Michael Johan, anybody else? Ricky Zalbadar chiming in, saying hello. Good to see you guys. Do me a favor, smash that thumbs up. I told nobody that I was going to be doing a watch along today, except the few of you who were here last night. So not sure what kind of audience we're going to do. So in the meantime, I could use the likes. And I'm actually trying to re-update at the same time. I'm trying to multitask over here. Just want to give my thumbnail a quick little update here as I'm working on some stuff. There we go. Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Who are the chefs? I'm actually doing thumbnail editing while we are live here. Because I can take a bunch of tasks, multiple tasks, and do them at the same time. There's a word for that. It's called multitasking. All right, let's see. I don't want that. There we go. There we go. Now we're looking good. Nice, 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 nice. Stifler's mom, you and your double half latte, whatever the hell you're talking about. You're not a big kid. Oh, Lord. Wow, that's good, Michael. No cavity in 14 years. I used to be, I went like 21 years at one point without a cavity, but these were old ones that I just got like a little infection in or something. So they're like, we just want to redo the whole root canal. And luckily I have pretty awesome insurance, but it's still ain't cheap. But root canals aren't bad. Like root canals, if you need a root canal, you're going to be in more pain before you get the root canal than after. But once they numb you, you're fine, you know? I mean, my gums are a little sore, but nothing you can't handle. I'm a boss at the dentist. I've had so many problems over the years. All right. Look at Joe Tessitore with the stats. He knows the last time these guys faced was actually in this very city against Imperium. That's very cool. Birmingham, England.
You know, Wade, every time Pete reflects on those strong boot days with Sheamus, you just get the sense that he should be in therapy, not in the ring. But
Yeah, and you know what? I'd actually in part agree with Pete Dunne's perspective on this. As the crowd here are asking, where is Butch? Well, Butch is
I don't know why they want to remind us that they foolishly changed this guy's name to Butch.
This is a guy who won gold after gold after gold. He arrives here on Raw. SmackDown links up with Sheamus. Not even a sniff.
There's nothing on the line here, right? There's no real stakes for this match, right? Just kind of grudge.
Sheamus as the man who derailed his career, and I understand why.
We'll find out, too, if they make Gunther and Sami official for Bad Blood, which would make it bigger than a 5-match card if they wind up doing that. There we go. Looking good. All right, that looks good. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Oh yeah, leaving broken teeth, things like that. That can be bad. Yeah, Angie. I mean, I've had so many needles to the gum. It's like it's not fun, but I can gut it out and do it. I've had dental problems since I was a kid. I knocked out my front teeth when I was a kid, and so I've been getting stuck with the Novocaine needles like literally since 10 years old. So I usually don't sweat those. I can just do it. I just nut up and do it. What I don't like is getting my teeth cleaned. That's my least favorite thing because they don't numb you for that. So I don't like, the hooks in my gums and hate that. But if they numb me, they can do whatever they want. They can pull half my jaw out. I won't feel it. But I'm a big boy at the dentist. I can handle my business there. I don't have anxiety about it or anything. Joe Tessitore, I thought he said Sheamus is the master of joint manipulation. I think Pete would be before Sheamus. Before Sheamus. There we go. I just wanted to update my thumbnail here. I'm going to go in here and change it.
Simply needs to drown out the noise, refocus, and capitalize on his great start.
New thumbnail. Boom. All right. Updated. New thumbnail should now be available for people tuning in. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate the $5 as Pete Dunne's about to get Alabama slammed on the table. That didn't look that devastating. That's going to be a commercial. You can tell. You can always tell when there's going to be a commercial. I'm assuming it's going to be a commercial, so I'll answer this right now. Mike, appreciate the 5. Thanks for shouting me out last night. What did you say about AWA, that the High Flyers were the best tag team in wrestling? That's probably not what I said. I don't remember. I don't remember what I said. I said something like, Mike, are you here? Referencing something. I don't know what the hell it was. I done forgot. Yeah, and in the past, I've had a lot more numbing than this. This actually feels okay. I had a lot of shit done. I had a couple when I did get my teeth taken out, like wisdom teeth or whatever. I mean, they numb my whole. I was numb to like down here for like hours, and it was just crazy. So I was kind of thinking that might be the case today, but it was just a small localized. Still not fun though. It's not fun not being able to feel half your mouth. Yeah, Michael, you could get your teeth whitened or you could get your skin yellowed. Either way, same result is achieved. It's like if you don't want to get your hair cut, you can just get your ears lowered. Same desired effect. Take your pick.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back, which means the never-ending pasta you crave is back. Starting it with our never-ending first course, well, that's always been here. Never-ending pasta bowl starting at
Never-ending pasta bowls.
Did you know period pads are not designed to protect against bladder leak, odor, and wetness? Try Poise Fresh Protection.
Yeah, I think I meant to say that Strike Force would absolutely annihilate the High Flyers. Yes. Tito and Martel. All 4 men are great wrestlers. Gagne and Brunzell, one of the best drop kicks ever. But Tito and Martel are hard to beat. Maybe I'll get another cat. Name him Rick Martel. I can have a little Strike Force tag team in my house. All right, it looks like it's 0-0, by the way, in that Eagles-Falcons game. Who would win in a bird fight between an eagle and a falcon? What's the stronger bird? Eagle? I feel like an eagle is.
One small action can start a wave of inspiration, bringing more imagination and innovation to the world. Good energy flows through our homes and habitats.
I'm getting a very nice San Diego commercial here that you guys don't get to see. Only me.
Fuels our progress, and it's what we deliver to our communities every day. SDG&E. We bring good energy.
Oh, the Raven. I think, isn't a Raven? I think an eagle and a falcon would both kick a Raven's ass. But I'm not sure. I don't know my birds very well. All I know is they're basically dinosaurs. Yeah, Michael, it's classic surgery. I mean, it's going to be a little messy, but you can lower your ears. Oh, white noise from the second. Nope. Wow, a running power bomb to Sheamus from Pete Dunne. That's got to be hard. Sheamus is a heavy person. Jeez. Raven is just a loud pigeon. Garrett Osborne, better Brunzell tag partner, Gagne or B. Brian Belair? I'm going to go Gagne. I think B. Brian is MAGA. That's a deal breaker for me. Oof.
powerful way of going about getting a win. Look at this.
Sometimes that rage and emotion can carry you to different places.
I don't think that's going to work, Peter Dune.
Did you hear that?
He mispronounced punch, I think, Joe, but things are starting to look great for Peter.
Payback
Payback is a punch.
is a butch.
Nearly sent him over with that. The power slam as Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, in control.
Yo, 5 more from Mike. After a Cody and Roman match, the rest of the bloodline is beating down Cody and Roman. We finally see the return of Jimmy Uso. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the next logical return. Could even see him as early. We could see him at Bad Blood.
Laying out, and Sheamus brings it with those 267 pounds of the leg.
Kick out by Peter.
Survives for the moment.
Talk about the durability of Pete Dunne. 265 pounds,
A
a flying Irishman with pinpoint
flying Irishman.
accuracy of the Englishman. Somehow, Pete Dunne lives on what he is normally needed.
In position.
God, is that a welt on Sheamus's bicep there? See that red dot or a bruise?
Peter, resentful Pete Dunne has bought himself another opportunity to conquer him,
Pete Dunne going to the top.
who is glassy-eyed in the ring.
Uppercut from Sheamus.
He was fighting on instinct here.
Oh, God, he is going to go. Nope. I feel like Sheamus is going for...
From the second rope. Throws it right now.
basically like a Davy Boy power slam from the second rope.
Slow to the cover. And pick out by Dunne.
Davey Boy Smith
Ha! Shout out to Stu Bennett, or Wade Barrett, who literally just repeated my very same words there on Davey.
somehow still in this, but in big, big trouble and not where you want to be in a matchup with Sheamus.
He tried earlier to get Dunne in position.
Oh, Pete Dunne's going for the fingers. Ouch.
Digits of Sheamus. Sending him back as Sheamus escapes and brings him up. 10 knees in a ballroom. Ready to be alive.
I counted 17 or 18 on that. In case you're wondering where I am in my stream, Sheamus just did the clubbing blows there. Oh, he's got the shillelagh. Is it a shillelagh or a pimp cane? What is it? It's more like a pimp cane to me.
Well, that takes care of that. And now it's in the hands of the Celtic Warrior. And you can see the referee saying, put it down.
Put it down, man. Ref's not going to let him use the shillelagh. Oh, what is that? A cricket racket? Or mallet? Or what are they? Bat? And Pete Dunne scores the win with the assist from a cricket. Is it a cricket bat, mallet, or paddle? I have zero clue how to play cricket. I don't know the rules. Every time I watch it, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's kind of like baseball from what I can tell.
Sheamus in with the shillelagh, lying in wait, was that cricket bat, and Sheamus got hit for 6. That was like a boundary, and that is a sport even you haven't done.
And it was not turning my English partner here. That cricket
I'm kind of glad Pete Dunne got the win there.
Pete Dunne gets the best of Sheamus because of it. In the past few episodes of Monday Night Raw, way that has been the judgment day with damage done, always establishing themselves as running this place. And last week, Damian Priest took advantage.
Extreme Rules match between Pete and Sheamus at Extreme Rules, or I'm sorry, at Bad Blood? I don't think so. I think they can do an Extreme Rules match, but it will be on Raw. I think they're still trying to keep those pay-per-views short. Right? We already have 5 matches. If Sami and Gunther get added, that's going to be 6. I think they'd put Jay and Braun Breaker on the card before Sheamus and Pete Dunne, to be honest, Ira. So I'm going to say you're right on the match, but wrong on the location. That's just a guess. The way Damian Priest covers up Ripley. Jay making the save. I like the relationship with Priest and Ripley because the fans don't have to worry about Priest being like friend zoned or something. Like I don't think he's interested. I think he likes her as a friend. Priest.
Now, look, I know that we haven't seen eye to eye in the past, but I know all 3 of y'all got issues with Legend. But tonight, Kofi and I got a match for the tag team title. We can become champions for the 13th time.
Looks like Eagles are going to have to settle for a field goal on that one.
Championship, you want to go it alone, yeah. You can prove to everybody that you deserve to be there. We want to go it alone to prove to everybody we still got what it takes. So that's all I'm asking. Stay back here and let us handle it. I respect that. Just do us all a favor, though. Whoop their asses and take them titles.
Yeah, whoop they asses and take them titles. Please. Oh, she loves him. I don't know. I think Ripley can do better than Jey Uso. I mean, there's lots of handsome devils around the world. Like, for example, you know, Greg Morgan and... No, that's about it. So she has better options, you know? I mean, how are they going to get out of this match? Are we really going to get Damian and Dominik, like, one-on-one clean finish? Like, no way. We might. Colin, I don't think Jey Uso is going to become IC champion. I can't see him beating Breaker. Breaker just won the title at SummerSlam. It just doesn't feel like... Who cares what Elon does or doesn't do with Twitter? Dude spent billions on a social media platform to help somebody win an election, and he's going to lose anyway. It's the sweetest irony. The wild robot. Oh, is it like a robot in the woods? Oh, that's cute. I'm a wild robot from the wild.
It's Jimmy John's new Mediterranean wrap, made with soft hummus and feta cheese, so you can enjoy fresh summer flavors with every bite.
I actually kind of like Mark Cuban. I used to hate Mark Cuban, like when he was young, kind of obnoxious. But now he's a little older and stuff. I kind of like the feud between him and Elon. I feel like Mark Cuban's smarter. And not so butthurt over stupid shit. Most of it make-believe. They're eating the pets. I saw it on television. Rodrigo. Oh, Matt Morgan. I remember Matt Morgan. I used to have a thing for Matt Morgan. I remember thinking so confidently that he was going to be just the next huge star. I was extremely impressed with him when he came in because I'm like, oh, this is... I mean, I thought Brock was something, you know. Then you see like Matt Morgan and Nathan Jones, but I kind of like Morgan a little more. And I thought for someone his size, just the fact that he could do like top rope swantons and shit, I'm like, my God, how's this guy not already main eventing WrestleMania? But never really panned out for the Blueprint. But at the time, if you could have bought stock in wrestlers, you know, and get paid dividends on their success, I would have put my life savings into him. So I'm glad that I didn't do that and lose my life savings.
Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grill difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5.
Lego my ego. You know what happens if you drop a waffle on the beach in the city that I live in? San Diego. I'll be here all night. Try the veal.
Choink the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
I'm Bianca Belair and I always want a full look, which is why I'm excited to watch Fight Night. Colorful colors and the
Okay. Bianca, are you really excited to watch Fight Night? I have a feeling you're being paid to say that.
and me on SmackDown on US.
How you feeling there, Braun Strowman?
There he is. Yes. How you feeling? Big match across the arena.
Oh, yeah, look at his arm there. I'm not making excuses because that's what somebody during the pandemic would do.
I also want to know, what did you mean last week when you said, I'm no match for Bronson Reed?
Oh, please don't take that in any kind of context. I didn't mean any disrespect.
No, Miz, he means you're no match for Bronson Reed. We knew exactly what he meant.
Whatever title there is to win, beaten.
Doesn't matter, Miz, you're still no match for him.
I've seen the career that you have.
Miz, have you looked at yourself in the mirror?
Sometimes it takes.
There is your proof that you stand no chance against Bronson Reed. All you have to do is look at yourself.
I'm no monster. Got it. Hey, you got this. Here.
Me and Braun Strowman share a birthday. Not my proudest shared birthday. And Natalya is back. My God, have you got... Natalya keeps herself busy at her house. There is a little bit of a photo shoot going on at her place with Beth Phoenix and her. I invite you to go look it up. You might want to get a brown paper bag. Keep it close by. All right, so Zelina is wearing the Puerto Rican flag as a bikini top. That's pretty awesome. I like this black and white. I was convinced she was going to turn and join the Pure Smoothie collection or whatever last week, but she's got no pink at all. It's all black and white. Oh yeah, Lyra is out there with her too, so she's got some backup in Lyra and Zelina against these fucking yahoos. So I think this is Zoey Stark and Natalya, right? Mike Witt's got 5 more. Still want to see a feud between Judgment Day and Wyatt 6. Howdy did say he doesn't like that. He doesn't like people that lie and betray their family. Well, that's probably the next logical feud. There was also the Wyatt 6 logo visible last week on SmackDown as well, so we could see them make appearances over there.
Yes, indeed. Canada's favorite daughter, Natalya, arrived on the scene, taking it to Pure Fusion Collective and then scoring a massive win with the iconic. Right there,
Yeah, Michael Cuomo, it always did. Although most of the time I started school still like mid to semi-late August, like anywhere between the 15th and 20th of August. Felt like I was always starting school. So I was in school for a few weeks by the time my birthday came around. So at least I didn't have to go to school, first day of school on my birthday or anything like that. I think there should just be a nationwide school season and summer season for every state, every school. Last day of school is like June 1st. You're done. First day of school, day after Labor Day. For the whole fucking country. Memorial Day to Labor Day. That's your summer.
still somehow getting better, retaining Natalya.
I really hope this is a quick one. I hope this is as fast as Charlie Norris and Big Sky from last night. Look at Zoey with the springboard dropkick. That looked pretty good. Looked really good.
As she is off to a great start against Natalya here in Georgia.
I thought it was funny last week or the week after when Sonya was cutting the promo, like, no man in here could take us home. I'm like, oh, we know.
The house is ready to say goodbye to the lovebirds.
And we've made peace with that.
But no one is ready for what Danny has in store. Making friends is nice.
Yeah, Mike, watch parties for Raw are more fun than sitting through some of these shows and doing a review.
USA's new Lioness. New episode tonight at 11.
Especially these days with the kind of the low audience numbers right now, so I don't want to waste my time watching the show for 3 hours, making all these notes, then do a 2-hour stream. It's 5 hours of work, so it's not really worth it if only 50 people are watching. So.
It's got to be tied.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on. Welcome to Thursday Night Football.
Oh, my commercial in the game right now. I'm not sure what the score is. I haven't looked at it. It's literally right there, but I haven't looked at it. Oh, it's oh, nothing. I would have. Philly didn't get a field goal out of that. I saw it was 4th down when they were like maybe on the 20. They either missed it or didn't kick it, or turned it over. I don't know what happened. School. I miss those days. Yep. School has been out for me for 29 years. Next summer is my 30th high school reunion if I choose to go, or if they choose to do it. I went to my 20th. It was a blast. Had so much fun at the 20th. Got all the closure I needed there. You know, got to see a few friends, you know, a couple of guys I didn't get along with great, and you know, kind of hashing things out, sharing a beer and a shot, and you know, a couple old girlfriends, you know, that type of thing. It was just good to see everybody. So I don't necessarily need to do it again, but if they do it, I'll be there. Same city that Mr. Beast lives in. Maybe I'll stop by his house, say what's up.
Plus, you can play in almost every state. Download the PrizePicks app today. Enter $5 and get $50 instantly with code TEAM. PrizePicks.
Mike, you share a birthday with Brian Knobs. Nice. We got a little peek at Brian Knobs last night. Him and Jerry Sags introduced Missy Hyatt as their manager as they defeated Paul Roma and Paul Orndorff to win the WCW Tag Team Championships. And I learned that Jerry Sags is Cody Rhodes' uncle. He's married to Cody's mom's sister, I guess, which I didn't know that. Somebody let me know. I was making fun of how hideously unattractive Jerry Sags is, and then somebody's like, that's Cody's uncle. I'm like, I'm making fun of the Rhodes family? My bad. I take it all back. Forget everything I said. Jerry Sags is the most handsome man to ever live. I'd even fuck him. No, that's not true. Looks like Atlanta is on the move here. And they're in Philly, too. Atlanta is not projected to have a good year, right? And Philly is probably projected to be, you know, top Super Bowl contender. They better win. Rooting for you, Michael Kumo. You got to win by 9, right? Another, Zoey went for a springboard again. Missed this one. I really like Zoe's like kind of brown hair instead of blonde. Looks good. Natty. Hey, Tito. How you doing under there, buddy? Tito is biting my feet right now. You don't know where that big toe's been, buddy. Don't put that in your mouth. Could be anywhere. Could have been anywhere.
If you don't step to them as a group, they will devour you.
Oh, big hit and the cover. Pops up short. Nammy's able to kick out. Zoey does have a victory over Natalya. That happened back in March. In addition to main event.
Maybe it'll be Lions and Eagles in the NFC Championship game.
Unparalleled aggression when it comes to Zoey Stark. The Raw SmackDown audiences haven't yet seen everything that Stark is capable of.
I like that Zelina's wearing headphones for some reason.
The Z360. She's thinking sharpshooter. It happened a week ago, but Zoey able to deny it. Rolls it up though. And a reverse by Stark. And right back. Seesaw moment between these.
It's crazy how many kids have the headphones now. Like, I didn't have that opportunity when I was a kid. I would have loved to have some headphones on in some loud-ass places that my parents took me. We just had to suffer through it. Got her. Natalya with the win. Too bad, Pure Fusion Collective. Man, Malachi Black, what do you do with that? Yo, Tatiana, Dominik Wilkins. Man, there's a blast from the past. One of the great 80s dunk stars of the NBA.
Be a Monday night without some Rhea Ripley and Rhea at Bad Blood. You face Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship. I have to ask you going in, how does your knee feel? I can take this from here.
Balor.
Hey, Rhea. I've been meaning to catch up.
And Rhea is still selling the knee from that spot they did where she was like hung up on the ropes a couple weeks ago, right? You got the chance to speak now, Finn. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get another beverage.
I really feel like you're just as bad as Damian Priest. You said that we were a family. You acted like you cared. But in reality, the only thing you ever cared about was yourself. And I'm sick and tired of you blaming me for everything that's gone on with the Judgment Day. You and Damian are the reason why I wasn't world champion last year. You and Damian are the reason.
So Balor is still holding this, harboring this. And Finn Balor, another one, doing the CM Punk and Christian beard thing. They're all doing it. It's like the new thing.
Okay, what we're not gonna do here is lie blatantly to my face and try to rewrite history to hide your little ego problems, okay? Because we were a family. All I ever did was try to make opportunities for all of us and stop you boys from fighting every single bloody week. Because
I love Rhea giving it to Balor. This is pretty good.
But if you want to make me
She's like, "Go fuck off, bro."
your fictional little story, then so be it. At Bad Blood, you, Liv, Dom, and the other two
Mike,
brothers
I could dunk. Just barely.
we can truly be.
Okay. You know, there's one more thing I want
I could dunk all the way until about a year or two after high school. Then it's gone. It's been gone ever since. I can probably touch the net now. I can maybe even touch the rim,
I was the devil on Dom.
but I can't dunk.
I told him to go with Liv. I told him to forget about you. It was me. Do we have a problem here?
Oh, there's Jay. Do we have a problem? Jay backing up his woman.
We got no problem here, mate. Two friends catching up. But you might want to focus on the Intercontinental Championship because I think you might be a little bit out of your league over there.
Yeah, Jay, you kind of are out of your league, but that's okay. You're a nice guy, and being nice goes a long way with cool chicks.
Finn's got a point. Well, this you out of my league?
That you out of my league?
No. Hey, you gotta focus on the company.
Jay should be like, "I'm out of your league, girl.
Don't worry about it, really.
I got a gold tooth and everything." Pink Eat. It's Pink Eat. All right. So there's probably going to be a Jey Uso and Braun Breaker segment, I would assume. Oh, yeah, Mike, more Elizabeth watch parties will be coming, but those will always be for members only. But yeah, we'll be doing that. When I was in high school, I mean, I was friends with all the varsity basketball players and everything. They were awesome. And I was a good basketball player, like really good. And I remember like trying to dunk like 10th grade, 11th. I had friends in like 7th grade. This one kid, Tyrese. I remember in 7th grade, he and I were the exact same age, but he was jacked, broad shoulders, fucking muscles, 6-pack, calves bigger than The Rock. And he was dunking like Dominique Wilkins types of dunks, like in 7th grade. And I was just blown away by the kid. By the time he was a senior, Jesus Christ. And I remember when I was like trying to dunk, it's kind of like the movie White Man Can't Jump, trying to dunk. It was one of the guys, it wasn't him, but it was another guy on the team. He was like, try a girl's ball. Or he goes, no, try a volleyball. First I tried a volleyball. And after a few tries and some practice, few days, I was able to dunk the volleyball. Then they're like, get a girl's ball, get a girl's basketball. Trying, and I could dunk the girl's ball. And then finally with the men's ball, it's like, it's one of those things where like technically it's a dunk, but it's like, you know, it's more of just a aggressive layup than anything else. But I got up there and I countered it. And I was able to do that pretty consistently. But you just have to go, you know, keep trying. I think I even started like a tennis ball, then volleyball, then girls ball, then men's ball. And that was like my progression to like the full-blown dunk. But you got to remember, white guys can only dunk so much. Even if we can dunk, how great can it be, you know? Future NBA MVP. No, Denny down bad. It's starting to look like I'll probably never make it to the NBA. It's starting to kind of feel that way. I mean, I might still have a chance, but, you know, I might have to accept that I probably will not surpass LeBron on the all-time scoring record. Most likely, I will not. Mike Tito is right here. He is like within, I can basically touch him, but he's underneath the desk, curled up. He's doing the paw over the eyes. That's him right now. He's doing that. Just took a picture of him. He's doing that on the floor, right under my feet. Barry, either someone is speeding near you or there's a plane. There might have been a car just came by. I do have all my windows open. P.M. 8 to 10 p.m. starting soon, guys. I'm fascinated with the Pacific Northwest. I just don't know if I could live up there because of just always cold. It's always kind of chilly and cloudy. It's not really my vibe, but I still think it's amazing up there. I mean, Jay's over, at least his entrance. Keep Portland yeet. That is a good sign. It's usually keep Portland weird. A lot of beanies in Portland. A lot of coffee, a lot of weed, a lot of beer, craft beer. A lot of those earrings where the hole is expanded, like the Jeff Hardy's. A lot of those. I like the Jey Uso Waffle House, Jey Uso Yeet Waffle House sign in the crowd. That's also cool. If the move the Chippers back, the Clippers back to San Diego, would I buy them? Huh? I mean, if they're cool with a few $100, you know. I'm trying to save up for WrestleMania right now, so I can't really afford more than a couple thousand. So if they want to sell it for that cheap, sure. Oh, is all 20s okay? That's all I got. I can't believe the mullet is back. He hasn't won any singles championships before, has he? Well, you know Breaker's got to come out here. Oh, Atlanta's up 3-0. All right. There he comes. We knew we'd get Braun. All right, 1 hour into the stream, I feel like I'm much better than when I started. I was still having difficulty talking, but all my numbness. Oh, look at that jacket he's wearing. It's a Rick Steiner style jacket. Has he worn that yet? Has he worn anything like that yet? That's very much reminiscent of his dad. It's probably one of his dad's jackets. Maybe not. No, it's not. Just in the style of Rick Steiner. Oh, yeah, and this match is next week, not Bad Blood. Okay, cool. Yeah, apparently Def Rebel's on their way out. I hope that's true. I learned from the Jackass guys that apparently if you pull your pants down in a bar and put mustard on your penis, it's called a Portland Frank. I don't know why.
So inspiring. What you're doing out here, trying to prove to everybody, the world, your family, that you can do this all by yourself, that you don't need the help of your family to succeed as a single star here.
I don't think this match needs to be a Bad Blood. We know the outcome. Braun's not dropping the belt yet. Stick it on Raw. Give people a reason to turn into Raw. I'd actually rather have it on Raw than the pay-per-view, to be honest. Now, if it's a match where you think there's a chance or Breaker has a good chance of dropping the belt, then maybe put that on a pay-per-view. But standard title defense, Raw is fine.
I've managed to do more as a single superstar in 6 months than you've done in your whole career.
I mean, this is kind of cool. I mean, the Head Shrinkers and the Steiners did face each other at a WrestleMania. These guys' fathers have a WrestleMania match against each other, which is cool. You did it all by yourself. Did you pick that name by yourself too there? Braun Breaker.
I'm a dog. That's what I do. And next Monday, when we fight for this Intercontinental Championship, I'm going to expose you, Jay, because you are nothing without your family.
Might be a subtle tease there. He said he's nothing without his family. and he might have to. I mean, we're assuming Jey Uso and Sami both might be involved in that War Games deal in a couple months. I seen it.
You got that dog in you. I promise I'm not gonna take you lightly. But like you said, how long you been here? What, 6 months? I have been on this roster for 14 years, winning championships.
That is crazy that he's been there that long. I remember when the Usos first came in, I just started doing dabbling in YouTube a little bit.
Next week for the Intercontinental Championship, I'm a dog walk your ass. We're gonna see what you about. We're gonna see what you made of. And we're gonna see how long this lasts, because it might end up short and sweet, just like your NFL career.
The look on Braun's face was awesome. He's like, oh, no, you didn't. And Jey was like, it's already been brought in. See, Braun, if you want to be tan, the key is to not be orange. You gotta find that balance. He's gonna come in with a punch. Look out, Jey. How did you not see that coming, Jey? You knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do it. Y'all knew he was gonna do it. We could have all blocked that punch. Best block, no be there. But Jey was there. Oh, spear coming. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, for the go-home math, you can't have Braun annihilate Jey here because Braun's going to win next week. So I figured that Jey has to have the last laugh here in this segment, and he gets it, and he will definitely be losing next week. But that's fine. Yeah, Ira Sutton, 1 or 2 people don't think his name is bad. The other 8 billion of us on Earth hate it. You're not the first person to tell me that you don't mind the name. I just don't know how you can think that name is good. I just think Rex Steiner would have been such a more badass name. Connection to history, all that stuff. Braun Breaker. I will absolutely die on that hill, too. There ain't nobody can convince me that that name's okay. No, it is not. It's shit awful. Oof. And I guess it was, yeah, Kyrie definitely cut her eye open. I guess she just caught the edge of that, the lip of that table on that top rope dive. God, yeah, Kyrie, I think it was above her left eye, I think. Iyo yelling. Iyo, you need a girl. Has she been checked out? You shouldn't be cleared to wrestle or be on the roster if you're that erratic and mentally unstable. I'm worried about Iyo. Somebody should talk to her. Maybe a wellness check. Yeah. Okay, so Kyrie might not be cleared from that eye spot. Iyo came in screaming. And then Bianca's like, fine, then you face me then. I don't give a shit. And then Io's like, okay, I'll face you. But she came in very hot there. Screaming, yelling, tearing her hair out. Like, just chill. You had a whole week to have this conversation with them. You chose to do it 20 minutes before your match? There comes the black and green Ranger here. Their music, man. You know what I'm talking about, though? Like, their New Day music has been the same music for so long. It has been in desperate need of, like, a spice up. It needs more energy. It needs more explosiveness. There's too many points during the song where there's just, like, dead air. Like, there's barely any music happening. Just, like, 2 or 3 beats going. I feel like the new SmackDown theme is like that. With Cardi the Stallion or whatever. Like, it needs more energy. I don't care if it's rap or hip-hop. I don't care about that. It just needs, like, energy. It doesn't have to be metal. It just needs to get you pumped for the show. And the New Day's music, as much as I love them as a group and a tag team, it's never really done it for me. I've never really loved their music. Oh, it's Friday Night SmackDown from Sacramento this week. You like that? I mean, the New Day theme is not terrible. It just needs more. Like, I don't even want to, like, necessarily change it. I want to spice it up. Add more drums or something. I don't know. All right, looks like Eagles have scored. I think my least favorite, 2 really bad theme songs, Right to Censor and Diesel's first theme, when it was just the truck engine. Like, before he had, I call it the Roseanne theme with, like, the harmonica. Before he had that, it was just the truck engine. And I was like, I don't want to hear that. It triggers, like, smog senses in my nose and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. I want to be with you everywhere. Mike, I intended on forgetting it. I didn't want to remember it. But you had $5 earlier. And you said you like Breaker. You just wish they could have pushed Dragunov just as much when they got called up. Love hard-hitting, old-school wrestling vibes. Dragunov's going to be fine. He's a guy, I mean, he can be heated up anytime. Whenever they just decide, hey, let's make Dragunov, let's do something with him, give him a little bit of a push or a nudge, it's going to be very easy to achieve that. So I wouldn't necessarily say because he hasn't been pushed yet, that means he's not going to be pushed at all. His time will come. I'm getting a lot of Padres commercials tonight. Girls in Cars was the best. I listen to that every day while in the shower. Yeah, D-Lo's was good too. I like D-Lo's. Wow, Colin. See, I think that My Time theme from Triple H is my favorite of all the Triple H themes. I really like that theme. The Motorhead ones are good. But I liked My Time.
It all goes down on Friday Night SmackDown on USA.
I really like
Bad Blood is presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest...
Morgan and Morgan.
Go to MorganMorganWWE.com for a chance to win 2 tickets to the Royal Rumble and 2 grand to buy Wendy's new
Saucy Nugs. What a scam. They already have Nugs. All they're doing is just tossing it in some random sauces and then chuck it in the box. Saucy Nugs. I'm like, just get the sauce and you got your own sauce. Just dip your Nugs. I don't want the breading on my Nugs all soggy from your sauce.
of the greats. In terms of among the most decorated, well, the New Day's right there.
This arena here, guys, this is where the Trailblazers play, I'm assuming, right? It's got to be.
Perennial tag team champs for about 7 years, and then a metaphorical desert ever since for the past 3. Now is the time for New Day to fix that blot on their resume.
Oh, yeah, my Dead Man Walking. You done it now. That might be my least favorite song of all time. Hit that one and like Stephanie McMahon. I'm all grown up. Ugh. I detested those themes with a passion. Still do. Especially that Taker thing. You've done it now. Ugh. It's so bad. And he came out to it like he's a badass. Fans probably have fond memories of it. But like, the song is terrible. It's lame as shit. It doesn't make me scared. It doesn't make me feel like you're an alpha male. It makes me feel like you're a lame fuck. Coming out on your little bicycle. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. No, I'm not gonna pay.
This is last week. Rey Mysterio, Bill Balor went one-on-one here on Raw. Rey got caught up after a 619 attempt. Balor applying a torturous hold in the ropes on that leg. Referee having no chance to throw the match out. Balor refusing to release the hold, seemingly reveling in the Hall of Famous agony. And then post-match, adding even more damage in the aftermath.
All right, fans, I have a request. We can stop telling people that they eat corn the long way. It's over. It is becoming too frequent of a thing. I think we need to let it go and think of something more original. Alpha males are overrated anyways. They're overrated, all right, and they're also in the closet. A good portion of them. I love how it just says challengers, the New Day. Oh, now it says New Day. Shout out to Samantha's dress. There's no way we're going to see a title change here.
Representing the Judgment Day, they are the World Tag Team Champions, JD McDonough and
His head really is a fucking melon, isn't it? Like, it's just, it's so disproportionate. Your 33-pound head.
Versus Day here on Raw for tag gold. But whose day is it going to be? New or Judgment?
All right, we got the pizzas on the line here. Judgment Day versus New Day.
First ever Irish born duo to hold tag gold in WWE. And their first defense, 71 days on social media.
Billy and Chuck's theme. Another theme that I enjoy working out to.
71 days without a title defense. He says, is this a real stat? Tonight, Woods and I are going to liberate the titles from these key.
Nice Hurricane Rana by Kofi there.
And grab gold again as Cody gets off to a good start with that flying forearm.
I remember, I'll never forget when I saw Kofi's debut vignette. Like when he first came in and he was doing the vignettes. I'm like, we already had this guy. I thought it was like a Carlito ripoff. I'm like, this is Carlito. It's like he's got kind of bushier hair and he's on an island or something, right? Or Jamaica. And I'm like, we already did this with Carlito. I thought it was like going to be the same guy. A little different, but felt like a rehash to me. I'm glad Kofi found his own way and found his way to World Championship gold. There we go. That's going to be your commercial spot. Both guys spilling out to the floor. Likely. Yeah. Commercial.
you if you found yourself in a horror movie?
Hello?
A reboot by Jordan Peele and Marky Plot Productions.
This is my first human suit. I'm so excited.
A role-playing show?
See American Nightmare Cody Rhodes? I just framed the New Day.
So smart. He's funny.
This Scare Tactics show, they're trying to act like they're eating a human? That's crazy. If somebody was like, you just ate a finger, I'm like, what?
Why choose a mobile network built for places you'll probably never be? Instead of for where you are
It's a 7-3 Philly lead here
Xfinity
in the Monday Night Football game, currently.
You know, Xfinity Internet customers can get one free for a year.
No, I will not be watching the Scare Tactics. I don't watch anything. Although tonight's the night. Maybe. It might be tomorrow. But tonight, me and Elizabeth should be able to finish Shameless. We're down to our last few episodes. We're over halfway through the last season. And it's wrapping up, and I'm glad. It's kind of getting... It's been a great show. I've loved it, but there's a lot of writing plot holes, and they're really kind of just doing whatever the fuck now. And since Fiona's absence and exit, and the fact that she's not coming back, and they're not even really talking about her on the show, it's just weird. I can already tell how it's going to end. Frank's going to die. He has to. So it's going to be Frank dying in the end. I know I can pretty much gather that by the way it's going. He has dementia now. And it's probably going to be kind of sad because, you do grow to appreciate Frank, even though he's the biggest piece of absolute shit in the world. He's better than Walter White. He's what Walter White could never be. Walter White was not likable. He was an egomaniac, a narcissist, a dick, and a dumbass. Frank is super, 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 super intelligent. He just chooses to live a life of substance abuse, as his top priority. But he's smart, and even with all the shitty things he's done and how horrible of a human he is, he's still 100 times more likable than Walter White. So we'll be wrapping that show up, and then we're going to be on the hunt for a new show. We might watch some movies first and then move on to something else. I've heard good things about The Wire. I kind of want to watch that Julia Louis-Dreyfus Veep. Looks funny.
You just have to learn to let go. Let go.
But nothing gnarly. No Game of Thrones. None of that shit. I have no interest in any of that.
Did let go. Did you let go?
I'm still bitter about watching Breaking Bad, how much I hated that. Just the stressful circumstances in every fucking episode and how sometimes unnecessarily cruel, the writing had to be to some of the characters and stuff. And it just really wasn't for me. So nothing crazy. Oh, good. We're back from commercial. I'd be crazy surprised. I mean, there's some things you just know. New Day's not going to win the titles here. It's only midway through the second hour. It's not really... If you're going to do a title change, that's usually going to be a top-of-the-hour match or a top-of-the-hour finish. I mean, when The Rock comes back for WrestleMania, I need him to be in the ring with JD McDonough so he can tell him he has a 33-pound head. Nice. I really like Xavier. I kind of wanted him to turn heel there, and then Odyssey got shit canned, and now they don't know what to do. Head scissor. Oh, nice. Nice rush. Look at the sell on the Russian leg sweep from JD McDonough. Holy shit. That was interesting. I mean, that was a beautifully executed Russian by Xavier, and the way JD sold that. I take it back, JD. You don't have a big head, at least for the rest of this match. Tomorrow you'll have a big head again. I like that we're kind of getting a competitive one here. There's been some good action here in the second, after the commercial break. Oh, no. Who's coming? Of course, it's got to be the rest of the crew. Dom, and Liv. Who's this? Oh, LWO's here. Oh, here we go. We got a LWO and Judgment Day brawl. Liv Morgan stuck in the middle. I feel like now's a perfect time for Rhea Ripley to confront her in the aisleway. Oh, no. Roll up on Xavier. Nope, no ref. Could have had new champs. Yeah, we should have new day tag team champions. He's pissed. Oh, he's gonna Coupe de Gracie him like that? Yes! Boom. That's game. And they retain. Too bad, New Day. Oh, wow, here we go. All right, so the Odyssey thing is not going to stop them from doing whatever they plan to do with Xavier here. They're still keeping that going. He seems frustrated. It wasn't Kofi's fault, was it? Or maybe it kind of was, if Kofi was part of the reason why the referee was distracted. I kind of like that Iyo is just batshit nuts.
Now she gets a familiar foe. Iyo Sky, Bianca Belair. That's next.
Oh yeah, Xavier's Iron Sheik shoes. I forgot about those. What is this? Oh, this is Wyatt 6 stuff. Kind of looks like a Jericho thing. Okay. Still don't know what do you think the Wyatt 6 is going to be doing by the time WrestleMania rolls around next year? Like what's going to be happening then? Oh yes, I think people have mentioned Archer to me as well.
Hey, that's great. Who are the chefs?
Rookie mistake? Maybe you just need a Snickers.
People who come to cricket stay with cricket. I stay with cricket.
Angie, you listen to MVP and Mark Henry's theme when the Chiefs was getting ready to kick butt in the Super Bowl. That's awesome.
Get what you expect. Pay what you expect. Smile. You're on cricket.
Mystery. Jesse loves playing detective.
But the real mystery was her irritated skin. So we switched to Tundra and gentle. It cleans better and doesn't.
I don't think I've been underwhelmed with the Wyatt 6. No, I was a little worried when they debuted that it's, it might be, slow going, or you might not quite understand them. But I think everything's been going all right so far. I don't really have opinions on how you book a faction like this because it's so different that, I don't think my ideas are going to be necessarily the right ways to do anything. So I kind of just, all I'm doing is kind of watching what they do and hoping that I am entertained by whatever that is. So far, it's been pretty good. I think some of the problem with Bray Wyatt and his resurrection back in 2022 before his death was that it felt like, it took forever to get anywhere in story, his promos, just a lot of good stuff, a lot of good lines, good dialogue, terrifically splendid delivery, but not saying a whole lot. Next thing you know, when he's in the Mellow Yellow Ass Boy match with LA Knight at the Rumble, I mean, what the fuck is going on? So it's just, I feel like the Wyatt Six is going a little bit better. And in the Bray Wyatt, documentary, they kind of alluded to the fact of, creatively, sometimes he could get in his own way a little bit. And so, that might not exist with Bo Dallas. He might be a little bit more, I guess less specific or anal about how he wants things to go, that type of thing, maybe, And it's allowed to breathe and grow without too many, chefs in the kitchen type of thing.
Now available in 33 states. Join the millions of underdog customers who would have won billions just by playing along. Sign up today with promo code Billy to get a free pin. Higher, lower, it's your call. All on Underdog.
Tonight on USA's newest reality competition show, The Anonymous. The house is ready.
Yeah, one thing I did love about the New Day back in the day, and they still kind of do this, but, a lot of the inspired gear. See, I don't know anything about that shit. Nickelodeon, Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, that's all foreign to me, but it's not foreign to a huge part of the portion of the audience. And so when he wears that stuff, fans recognize it, they connect with it. His hairstyles is crazy, hairstyles often inspired by movie characters and whatnot. All that is just terrific. I always love that about New Day, and specifically Xavier Woods. Because he's a cool, well-rounded dude, Oh, there's Rey Mysterio giving a mask to Dana White. All right, Dana White, see you later. Go beat your wife now. Homeboy slapped his wife on video. It had no consequences whatsoever. Okay, that's okay. That's what I missed, that part where Woods was ranting at the ref and got pulled in. He was just pissed because the ref missed the count. 10 years of harmony. I love that they're just pretending that Odyssey never existed. He was never there. Oh, they're both there? He's over there yelling at the LWO. Xavier Woods on the warpath. Chill out, Xavier. He might be actually a good heel. He's kind of annoying when he's all mad. Look how mad he is. He might actually be quite a good heel. He's a little piece of shit. Look at him. Chill, bro. He might be a funny heel. Look at the look on his face. He might be a funny heel. So he's yelling and screaming all the time. He should play the gimmick of like an angry podcaster who hates AEW or something. I speak facts. That type of shit. Maybe wear sunglasses indoors, because a lot of them like to do that too. Because it's very bright in your house. Have you guys ever yelled at each other ever? This makes me sad. I don't want the New Day to break up. I mean, I kind of do, but if they did, it would be very sad. I mean, do you think Xavier is going to kick Kofi's leg out of his leg? Could happen.
It's unlike anything we've ever seen with the New Day. Wait, this summer, Big Bronson agreed. He decided enough was enough when it came to his career path. Ready to take control. The problem is what that has meant for others here on Monday Night Raw, because Big Bronson Reed has been leading a wake of destruction.
I'd like to tell you all a story.
I don't recall when Power Rangers started, but I want to say it was like 1991 or 2 or something, which would have put me 14 and 15 years old. I was just a little too old for it. So I just missed it. I just missed it by a hair. I think if I would have been 3 years younger, 4 years younger than I am right now, there's a lot of stuff like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and all that stuff that I missed out on. I would have been right in that generation. I'm too old. I wish I was like 43 instead of 47.
I took out the Miz and I took out Braun Strowman. And I got hurt. And they give my opportunity to Braun Strowman. But I'm not going to cry about it. Instead, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to finish the job with you.
Mike Witt, 5 from you, man. What would be my dream match right now? Yours would be Dragunov and Ospreay. That would be great. I might want Ospreay and Rollins. They've had some words.
The victim to WWE's true monster. Me. Big.
One of my dream matches I think might actually happen next year. Cody and John Cena. That would be cool. All right, here comes Bronson. I hope he just puts down Braun Strowman here. Bronson and brother. It feels like this is a match Vince McMahon would hate. Their names sound too similar. The fans won't know the difference. No, Vince, I think they can figure it out. I think they can somehow piece together this mystery of which guy is which. I love the stat. Is it 15 tsunamis on 4 superstars? All right, I'm back to normal now. It's been an hour and a half since we started streaming. Everything's back. I've got all my feeling back. My numbness is gone. But I'm definitely sore from what they did in there today. Yeah. It's all right. I'm tough. I'm a big boy. Do we have more tsunamis next? We probably do. All right, it's a 7-6 halftime. Close game here between the two birds. Oh, 93 Power Rangers debut. Yeah, so I was even older. I'm already driving by that point. So, yeah, just missed that era. I was already working. I was doing a lot of stuff by the time 93 rolled around. From like 1990 to 1993, I sold concessions. I sold like sodas at the college football games. Fucking cleaned up. You can either pick, when you get there, you pick which side of the stadium you want, the faculty side or the student side. And I learned right away, pick the student side because they're all fucking hammered. And then you get another choice, sell Pepsi and Mountain Dew or Coke and Sprite. I learned sell Coke and Sprite because those make the best mixers, and all those college kids fucked up in the stands have got airplane bottles of liquor on them, and they're going to pour them in their Coke or Sprite. And a lot of times they're so drunk, they don't know if they're giving you a $20 bill or a $5 bill. So sometimes they're like, keep the change. The sodas were $1.50. I had a guy just give me a 20, like, keep it. I'm like, all right, cool. Thanks for the $19. It's crazy. Good job. up and down the stairs. You know, you get physical. You know, you get just that soda syrup all over your body. You're all sticky when it's over, but you got a wad of wet cash in your pocket. I would fan out all of my money, my 1s and 5s and 10s and 20s, all on the floor and just let it air dry because it's just soaked in soda. I paid my dues. That's for sure. Shout out to the East Carolina Pirates. That's where I did that. Who's got a shepherd's pie? Which restaurant? Denny's? Oh, Cracker Barrel. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Majority of my fan base are from the night, and I consider myself a '90s kid. Like I was an '80s kid too. I have a lot of memories of, you know, WWF before Hogan and Hulk Hogan, rock and wrestling, Garbage Pail Kids, you know, Bon Jovi, that type of thing. But my fondest memories are '90s. I enjoyed those years more. I was 13 to, how old was I? No, I was 11 to 21 in the '90s. So my most solid memories are from that decade. I like the music better. Until a Backstreet Boys showed up. Then I was like, okay, I'm done. But I love the sitcoms of the 90s, you know. I love the sitcoms of the 80s. But 90s was more special to me. Yeah, I agree. 90s had the best shit. If there's one decade if I could relive, it would be the 90s. Even though I think I was like more of a kid, like I was kind of like a child old enough, you know, of toy playing age in the 80s, where I was like more of an older kid in the 90s. And I think that's why I have so many fond memories of the 90s. All right, so big Bronson got the shit entrance this time. He had to wait through that commercial break. All right, so I think this has got to be a Reed victory because Strowman's banged up. He's got the bruise on his arm. He's still selling the ribs from the car bump a couple weeks ago. Bronson Reed got COVID, sat out a week. It makes all the sense in the world for Reed to finally end this once and for all. Unless they do one more schmaz here and you do a big blow-off next week with a stip. Otherwise, I just end it here. The rope broke? Oh, man. The rope broke? I'm not there yet. Okay, I have not gotten to where the rope... Oh, there it is. Okay, they planned that. Okay. That was on purpose. I thought it was an accident. I was curious to see, like, oh shit, what's going to happen? I don't feel like that's an accident. I feel like that was a planned spot. It was too obvious. It came off too easy. And I was just saying, I was in the middle of the sentence saying, unless they do some silly ass schmaz here to where you rebook it next week with a stip. Who's that? Who the fuck is that? Who? Did a fan? It threw a fan? He used a fan as a weapon? He just lawn darted, and there we go, and there's the barricade spot. The barricade spot always has to happen right there in that spot, nowhere else. All right, so they're gonna do this again. We're gonna get something with a stip and blow this off for real. Okay. I had a feeling that was an option. I didn't know it was gonna be happening in real time as I was saying it. So watch this again. Watch this replay. Yeah, that's a 100% planned spot. Shout out to Sean Ross Sapp, who's got an image of what the Wyatt. I guess there was a QR code on that Wyatt 6 deal. It takes you to like a 1990s. We're talking about 1990s. It takes you to like a 90s looking webpage. Something you'd see in like 1996. I didn't see Bronson pick the dude up. I just saw the dude launched into frame. I thought it was somebody like jumping and attacking Strowman. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I show speed. All right, I like it that this has been a fun little story here. Oh, here comes Strowman. He's going after him. I'm not finished with you. Oh, no. Look out. Oh, wow. Oh, that's great. That's great. This is better than the match. They're trying to separate them. Yeah, this whole thing was definitely intended. Score of the game? Oh, it's commercial right now. I have no idea. Oh, tips over a golf cart. Oh, camera out. Or briefly. Here comes Strowman or Reed jumping on Strowman. A running high cross from the production crate through 2 tables. So what's the stip going to be, guys? Is it going to be like cage or falls count anywhere or anything goes or last man standing? Oh, now they're going to go through a wall. Oh my God. They went right through some drywall. Luckily, no studs were there. It's framed out, but no studs. Look at Daivari. Is that Daivari there? Why are they muting? The crowd is chanting holy shit, so USA is censoring it. It's annoying as hell. Oh, and we're at the commercial, just like that. All right. Right on. All right. Well, that was fun as all hell. I was literally thinking out loud while Bronson Reed is making his entrance. I'm like, if they're going to do just a straight up match here, Reed just needs to put Strowman down and beat him. But, you know, they could do some craziness here and they could book a stip next week. And then as soon as I said that, the rope breaks. They do the barricade spot. They're fighting all over the arena into the backstage. They spear each other through drywall. So clearly, I was right. No studs, not even Big John. Yeah, Mike Witt, a lot of people don't know this, but Big John Studd died. Yeah, very sad. A lot of people aren't aware of that. Happened earlier today. I forgot when Studd passed away. It was definitely the early 90s, though. Or mid-90s. It's a blindfold match. There you go. Blindfold match is what we need. Falls count anywhere, Ryan. So far, that sounds like the most likely. I kind of agree with you on that one. You don't want to do a cage. You got a Hell in the Cell coming up. You had a cage match on SmackDown just last week. But I could see them doing a cage where Pierce is like, you guys can't brawl all over the arena. You got to stay in the ring. Or he could say, if you want to brawl all over the arena, then we'll do a Falls count anywhere. So I think cage or Falls count anywhere. Likely Falls count anywhere. Shout out to Big John Studd. When I was a kid, I used to use my Big John Studd LJN figure as Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Because I didn't have a Duggan. I don't think they even made a Duggan in the rubbery ones until a little later. He definitely wasn't in the first edition. So Stud would be my Duggan.
Yeah, and the cashback's wild.
Are you guys feeling this?
I want to pay you and you everywhere.
You get 5% cash back on any
Oh, Kennel from Hell match. That's what we should do. It should be a Kennel from Hell match with Drew and Punk since there's a dog involved. Bring Larry out there, have him shit all over the outside of the ring. That would be hilarious. Oh, I'm so glad I can talk again. I feel totally normal now.
Life has twists and turns, but you define them and make them last. Trust me.
First few minutes of the live stream there, I'm like, did I regret this? I still am having trouble fully articulating my words.
Trust me. Style your way.
Mighty Mike, things are definitely going to be better on Netflix, but I don't think it's going to be completely without its, share of maybe censoring if they still have a PG umbrella to follow or guidelines or whatever. You don't really know. We're not going to know until we see it. But what I'm hoping, though, stuff like that, the reason all that stuff was censored a minute ago was because it was the crowd, and they were censoring the crowd. So I would like to think that on Netflix, if the crowd chants a curse word, they don't worry about censoring it. Why? What's the point? Like, you could have a 5-year-old watching the football game and the crowd gets mad at the ref. They could all chant bullshit, Like, what's the difference? So, I think that that better stop. The other stuff, though, if they still have to bleep an F word or something, that they got to do what they got to do. But at least the crowd censoring should stop. If it doesn't, I'll be perplexed as to why. I'm like, it's Netflix.
People here in Portland cannot believe what they just witnessed.
We've got ourselves a spectacle. Two big boys going out there to shatter each other and anything in their surroundings. The ring broke.
Okay, oh, now I see him throwing the dude. Literally threw a fan. That's definitely a new one. I haven't seen a fan used as a weapon before. I need to hit him with something. I'll just use Steve. Boom. Oh, that's so great.
But his anger, the anger of the monster among monsters, he flips a golf cart and he took out one of our cameras.
I do speed. That should be his name. I do speed. I do speed. A wall smash. There's shit falling. They got like hotel pans and plastic bins falling from the ceiling for some reason. Oh, look at that. Look, do we need all these people screaming? Cameras going up and down. Oh my God. Are we okay? This is too much chaos. Not this much chaos would be going on. You'd simply have doctors in there dealing with them. That's it. You wouldn't have screaming and yelling a million people around them. Ludwig, can your shirt be tighter? Can your hair suck more? I like the Bruno poster in the back.
And as I've told the World Heavyweight Champion, I'm working on his challenger since he doesn't want to face Sami Zayn, who, by the way, makes a compelling case for the match. So, yeah, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, Sami Zayn, are you deaf?
Adequate opponent. An adequate opponent, and you throwing back Sami Zayn? Yes.
Sami Zayn? What the fuck? Because Sami Zayn beat Gunther at WrestleMania, you dipshit. Do you not remember this, Ludwig? I remember it. We watched it together. It happened. We can prove it. We can prove it, Ludwig. Fucking dork. I love Sami Zayn. Now that's how a real man dresses. I don't know what was going on with Ludwig there. Nothing better than a nice $24.99 flannel. Plus tax.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
And by the way, when he was with the Hitman in Calgary, he called
Mike, yes, I will definitely be doing a review of the Vince McMahon docuseries. Comes out in 9 days. Might take me a week though, because me and Elizabeth are going to watch it. But when I watch shows with her, I'm not sitting there taking notes and shit. So I'll probably watch the series with her, and then I'll probably rewatch it, make my notes, do a review. So it might take me a little while, but I'll try to get a review up as quickly as I possibly can. Sami, it's impossible not to love you. He'll get the match. It'll be him and Gunther. And it might not be Bad Blood. They could be Crown Jewel, but that's November.
But all week, I've been locked in the memory of standing in this ring last week in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with Bret the Hitman Hart. And look, everything I said last week, I bet Bret Hart really was my hero growing up, so it was obviously very emotional. But more than anything, last week was very motivational.
I wonder if like if you're a Raw wrestler and like you live in Florida, do you think they went home in between last week in Calgary and this week in Portland? Or did they stay out west until this week? I don't know. Sami, I love you, but I don't think you're winning the World Heavyweight title.
Defends a title in this ring week in, week out against everyone who will come my way. That is the type of champion that all of you deserve.
It's crazy to think that there was a time during the Thunderdome days where I thought Sami might want to go to AEW. Like, maybe he should go to AEW. I'm so glad he didn't, you know?
Unfortunately, our current World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther.
I got to watch him and Owens win the titles at the main event of night one. So great.
Declined every single time I have challenged them for a World Championship opportunity.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Gunther's kind of denying him so far. That's right. I forgot.
I am not on his level.
I'm sure Ludwig will come out.
Here's the thing, though. I don't believe that.
I got to admit, I don't totally understand the rules of this new kickoff yet in NFL. I kind of get it, but
I think he remembers exactly what happened at WrestleMania this year in Philadelphia.
Gunther remembers that all right.
And I think he knows that if we do Sami Zayn versus Gunther Part 2 for the World Heavyweight Championship, he knows that I have beat him before and I can beat him again.
That's right, Garrett. $24.99 out the door. What a deal. I think it's Arizona, too. Who else doesn't have sales tax?
Sami, what are you doing here? All of everybody here. Why you? What are you doing in the middle of the ring asking for a World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther? And what is that nonsense about Gunther being scared of you? Scared of you? Why would he? I mean, you know, Gunther is most definitely the most dominant force in the WWE right now.
This guy.
He is trying to protect
you, Sami. He is trying to save you. Save you from the worst embarrassment of your entire life. You want to talk about WrestleMania, huh? Let's talk about WrestleMania, Sami. WrestleMania undoubtedly was the greatest night of your career.
All right, so I feel like Sami might have to beat Ludwig first, which should be easy.
I saw your own family looking up to you instead of looking down on you. So let me give you some advice. Miracles never happen twice. So Sami, take it.
Oh, CW running a Peacock WrestleMania special. Okay. Yeah, I thought Jericho or Sami was doing a Jericho thing too with the wave. Sami should be like, how about I just beat you, and then when I do, I'll face Gunther.
You know, one thing, I find it very, very strange that you're out here talking for Gunther, because I know Gunther doesn't need you to speak for him. In fact, Gunther doesn't need you for anything.
Yeah, you're useless, Ludwig. Mostly because your name's Ludwig.
But you know what I think, Ludwig? I don't think...
Yeah, kind of be fighting uphill with a name like Ludwig.
I mean, I'm out here talking about my desire to prove myself, and I obviously see that you have that too.
There we go. Sami's going to propose
That's why you turned on your partner,
a spirited contest.
You're looking to stand on your own 2 feet and show the world exactly what it is you're capable of. You're just like any one of us. I get it.
Yeah, you're just like any one of us, Ludwig. You're just like me. Except with stupid hair.
As Gunther's mouthpiece? Look, you want to come out here and talk to me, say something to my face, that's fine. No problem. Say it. You don't need to speak for Gunther. If you're going to come out here, at least have the balls to speak for yourself.
Yeah. Have the balls, Ludwig. Have the shaved balls to speak for yourself. Here comes Gunther.
Well, the champ is here.
Well, this is what a champion should look like, while Sami Zayn is out here looking like Paul Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan, Sami Zayn.
The champion who didn't accept Sami as a challenger a week ago, the champion who had to hear pointed criticism from Bret Hart himself. That champion.
That was great last week with Gunther saying his favorite wrestler was Goldberg. Yo, appreciate that, A&B Combos. Please go over to their channel and give them a sub. Good people over there do watch-alongs just like I do. Love y'all. Thank you so much for popping in, man. What's going on, Good Micro? We're live as well, but want to stop and show some love. Like the video. Thank you. Everybody must be at your video because not many people are over here, but we're having a blast anyway. Good episode of Raw. Appreciate you stopping in, man.
Is there anything you need to tell me?
Oh. There we go.
Yes, do it right now. You know what? There's something that I'm trying to get off my chest for a very, very long time.
Oh, tack on. You knew that was coming. Speaking of WrestleMania, AJ of A&B Combos, when we were there, saw me on the street and came over and said hi. All about supporting good people in the community, and y'all are good people. You know, I put over Zach last week. I put over Gunther for wearing normal pants. But now the short pants with the no socks is back. I was like, wow, Gunther's wearing normal man pants. No.
No.
Damn it.
Ragdoll and toss him down to the mat. That loyalty between Kaiser and Gunther is something we should all admire. Hats off to those two Euro boys. Class. That was class. All class.
Oh, Ludwig's gonna stick around? Okay, yeah, you can probably get a shot in.
Discuss things honorably to his face. Instead, he turns and levels Sami Zayn. That's class. And now he's giving him more. Sami!
Sami with the reversal. Oh, he's gonna Haluva kick his teeth out.
Tried to wave Ludwig Kaiser off. Kaiser didn't listen and he might regret that now.
Haluva kick. Took him out. I still feel like we need a match between those guys.
Make no mistake, regardless of how he's dressed, regardless of if he's just received a beatdown, Sami Zayn is one dangerous competitor.
Let me say this. He is the fighter. And he is not giving up his pursuit of Gunther and that title shot.
I mean, if they keep prolonging the announcement of the actual match, makes me think it might not be a Bad Blood. I mean, otherwise it's going to have to be next week. That'll leave them with a week to finalize it. But I feel like if the match was going to happen at Bad Blood, Gunther would have already agreed to the match, and we'd be moving on with the story, probably do a contract signing next week, that type of thing. But they're still kind of figuring it out. So it might not be Bad Blood. It might be TV. But next week, I would feel like we should get the announcement, or even before the night's over tonight.
2 weeks' time, we will face Finn Balor at Bad Blood, and tonight, in the main event of Raw, take on Dominik Mysterio. Do you have any hesitation going into a match against someone who you consider family?
Hesitation? I don't.
Now Liv.
Can you please do me a favor and get out of my face?
Hi, Kathy. Can you please do me a favor and get out of my face? So why did Kathy need the microphone if you can hear them anyway?
Former champion doesn't even realize he's already had. You know, it wasn't hard.
Shout out to Homer and Joey Tribbiani. What's up?
I actually wish you could hear what the boys say about you guys now. Two lonely, pathetic, desperate losers hanging on to the only time in your life you were ever on top.
You know, Priest, if you wanted a South of Heaven Liv Morgan, I'd give you a pass on that.
You know what I think?
Like, you're allowed one get out of jail, free. Hit her right now. Nobody's around. South of Heaven, boom, concrete. Should shut her right up.
She's gonna shove them down your throat. And you know what? I don't know why you're over here blowing the air around.
You can just pretend that Ripley did it. Just blame it on Rhea Ripley.
When I get my hands on him.
Kind of like how Owen used to blame Davey for everything.
Down. And I'll just get started with those boys. Bye, Susia.
Bye, Susia.
We're gonna have pretty dirty down.
She's on her own.
Right now, the EST
All right, it's Bianca and Iyo Sky.
of Jade Cargill, the women's tag champs.
It's still kind of crazy to me that Jade Cargill's in WWE.
Unbreakable, unstoppable, Jade Cargill makes her franchise debut with an 85 rating in WWE 2K. The franchise is part of the Global Superstars Pack, the biggest WWE 2K24 DLC of the year. Unleash the Storm this Wednesday, September 18th. Now, Bianca and Jade, they
No, I did not see any pictures of her at the Crow. There's a Crow movie out?
elevating the belts to new heights is their focus. But now, Bianca
They filmed those original movies in the town I used to live in, where Brandon Lee died.
challenge. It is
I remember that.
against Iyo Sky, the EST.
EST.
When we return on Monday Night Raw.
Rated T.
What's the, so for gamers, because you guys know I'm not one, when it comes to, like, the WWE, the latest WWE game that's out, which I guess is this one, I guess the 25 one's about to come out, right? This might be the 25 one. I don't know. No, it's still the 24. And the AEW game. Like, I hear just constant complaints about all games. So I'm wondering, I'm assuming the WWE is the better game, but they both might suck. Like, what's the story? I am illiterate to that universe. If you put a game controller in my hand for WWE 2K24, say, here, play it, Greg. I wouldn't even be able to select a wrestler, much less start a match. Pretty sure I could figure out quantum physics quicker than playing WWE 2K24.
You can earn your masters.
For under 11,000.
Yes, 11! Master's degree for under 11K in less than a year.
Some things are too obvious to be a coincidence. Earn your competency-based masters at University
Be right back.
of Phoenix.
How do you get so much flavor in the Skittles Littles?
'Twas I who shrunk the Skittles and packed them with a rush of flavor.
Did you accidentally trick yourself too?
Yeah.
Shrink the rainbow takes the rainbow. Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza late. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now and pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is covered.
WWE 2K is better. Yeah, I assumed. The AEW is too shallow, not enough content. Okay. Because it feels like with the AEW game, it was just constant nonsense. Like, there was just delay, and then when it did come out, fans were kind of, this kind of sucks, but I can't formulate an opinion on it because I don't know shit about video games, so I have to just kind of rely on social media to gauge how I feel like it's going for the games. But I know in other years, like before the AEW had their own game, every year WWE's new game came out, I saw a lot of complaining about it for various reasons that I didn't understand. So it feels like fans are rarely just totally satisfied with a game. Where a game comes out, I'm like, this is where it's at, man. Like, I've never heard that, especially about a wrestling game. I guess not every game can be Mario 3, huh? Not every game can be Contra. Not every game can be Blades of Steel.
Presented by Blue Shield of California. Learn more at Padres.com/Hispanic Heritage.
They say the hardest part of getting something done is getting started. Well, we did that 30 years ago when California first took on the tobacco industry.
This is not just about access, it's about the message it sends.
Now, smoking is down 60%, lung cancer 42%. A couple of our cities have already ended tobacco sales. A California without big tobacco isn't just possible, it's already happening.
And man, there's so many anti-tobacco commercials. My childhood home was built right on top of an old tobacco farm. When I was a kid, we used to like do shit in the woods and build forts and, you know, mess around. There's all these old tobacco barns. We'd go in them and mess around and shit. Mischief. And see it all hanging up for processing. It was just crazy. Just crazy.
We have had wild action. Braun Strowman, big Bronson Reed, they're tearing the place down.
That's right, man. When I was a little kid, I was like 14% hillbilly. It was in me.
He shares a complicated history with Iyo Sky, from championship passions to title defenses.
All right, Iyo Sky. So I guess, I don't know if Kyrie not being cleared is storyline or if it's legit because of that spill she took off the table, messed her eye up. Looks like she's bandaged from it. I do like Iyo Sky that she's just... I kind of like it and I kind of think it's stupid all at the same time. Like her... She's just kind of all that, and then she came in like screaming 100 miles an hour at Jade and Bianca, and they're like, chill, girl, what the fuck? I mean, really, the only message she was delivering is that Kyrie is not cleared, and then Bianca was the one that had to pitch the match. That could have been handled in a lot more calm of a demeanor, or even earlier on in the day.
Still showing some damage from what happened a couple of weeks ago. two teams clash outside of the ring. You feel that as inadvertent as that clash was, probably could have been resolved with I don't know, a bunch of flowers and apology, but not really how we do things here on Raw. Not how it happened. Fight it out instead. So Iyo Sky replacing.
I kind of saw on social media this week too. I guess I don't know anything about these people, but I guess there is a little kind of community of Joshi pervs, kind of creepy dudes, you know, and stuff. And I got what the Kokabushi or whatever was kind of outed as being behind one of the, you know, the big accounts that posts a lot of that stuff, which me and a lot of people follow. And I'm not that keyed into the wrestling bubble on social media, really know what that's about. But as I kind of started looking at it, I started seeing a lot of other names and examples and stories. And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, dudes, I'm begging you. Please don't be weird. Look at that. Double nip up there. Iyo and Bianca.
Earlier tonight, we saw Braun, Strowman, and Big Bronson Reed crash through barriers, crash backstage, go through the back wall. We want to give you an update that medical personnel are evaluating both men currently right now backstage here at the Motor Center.
I like that they're acting like the drywall was the toughest bump they took. Like, arguably, the barricade spot and some of the stuff they did off camera would have been worse. There was no studs in the drywall. They just crashed through it. That was it. I'm sure it hurt, but it was no worse than anything else they went through prior to the drywall spot. They were already beating the hell out of each other.
She's almost unbeatable. Vertical suplex, Bianca Belair, EST. You're not supposed to have that much fun when you're competing against someone.
It's nice to see Bianca in a singles match again.
Off the ropes, and Sky rolling out of the way.
Not supposed to be able to do what Bianca Belair has managed to do over the past 5+ years in WWE. Belair.
Are we going to commercial? Yeah, we are. Commercial. Yeah, that's a good old NXT matchup.
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me.
The wacky tobacco. I don't even know what that is.
There was no question of what I wanted to be.
I have never in my life ever smoked cigarettes. I was never into it. Thought it was gross. It's like the first thing like teenagers can kind of get their hands on. So that I think that's why a lot of people smoke is when I was a teen, when I got to be about 15 or 16, a lot of my friends got their hands on cigarettes, just smoking to be cool. You know, I just never cared. I was like, smoking's gross. And I never did. Never smoked. But when I was growing up, it was all cigarette commercials. That's all I saw. I worked in the restaurant business my whole life. I mean, 50% of my coworkers throughout my whole life smoke. That's crazy. Maybe even more than 50%.
You break it, we take it. Trade in any phone in any condition at Verizon for the new Google Pixel 9 with Gemini.
Give me a recipe with these ingredients.
Let's do that.
Only on Verizon.
15-10. How did we get to 15? We got a safety in there somewhere? Had to have been, right?
But it's a bit of a dinosaur because it only treats your symptoms, not inflammation. Treating both symptoms and inflammation with Rescue is supported by asthma experts. Finally, there's a modern way.
Thanks for the $5 there, Vontae. Is Samantha Irvin more over than most of the women in WWE? I don't know if she's more over, but she's definitely making her mark as a ring announcer. Because I remember back in the day, we all loved Lillian, you know, but Samantha, You know, and Lillian could sing, and Lillian did other things, and Lillian wasn't just a ring announcer. We all loved and adored Lillian. It's like Samantha is even. I think what put me over the edge, what knocked me off my rocker, was WrestleMania weekend when she was doing that. I don't know where they were. Maybe the Wally Mania thing, maybe. But whatever it was, she was like on stage and she was singing to Razor Ramon's theme music, and then she like belted out a flute solo, and I'm like, God damn, this girl is not of this world. I was like, good for you, Ricochet. That one right there, them ones you're gonna want to hang on to.
Sometimes your work shirt needs to be for more than just work. Like when it needs to
Don't let her go. Pee on her, chain her to the furnace, whatever you got to do. Marry that one.
fresher and better. Downy, breathe life into your laundry.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 competitors are about to enter the ring. It's pain
Michael Cole, what are you doing?
to be strong. It's shady. May the best rider win.
I'd hate to be in WWE and have to do these promo spots for shit I don't watch.
Two former singles champions in a back and forth match here in
It'd be like Vince trying to convince Warrior to cut that promo. We're working here. We're just working. He doesn't want to do it. It's a work. It's a work, Jim. How about Logan Paul not knowing what a work or a shoot was? That was the funniest thing. I'm like, you should know that. You've worked WrestleMania matches.
there's the cover.
Saw a brief moment of panic in the eyes of Jade Cargill on the outside. No need for panic. When Bianca Belair
Why do fans say bad stuff about Samantha? Because fans are dumbasses and they're assholes. Same reason why they say bad stuff about Aubrey Edwards. It's always from men. You will never find a woman saying that they take up the spotlight is because they're fucking sexist pieces of shit. And they don't like women because women don't give them any attention. So they lash out at any woman they can. 99 out of 100 men who complain about Samantha Irvin or Aubrey Edwards are single. That is an exact science. I think Samantha's spectacular. The fact that she takes the spotlight away from the wrestler is a stupid person's idea of a smart thing to say. And it's not true.
Now in position to deliver here against Belair.
Wow. Iyo Sky is very nimble. Extremely nimble. Overly nimble. Bianca's hurt.
She's got an advantage here. Can she make it count against the genius of the sky? With the beat too long.
Missile drop kick from Iyo Sky.
Hit the bullseye. Bianca Belair laid out.
Lays on top for the cover for the win.
Yes, Rodrigo, a lot of those men listen to Jim Cornette's podcast. Men who aren't getting laid tend to be angry. That's all I'm going to say.
Mentally speaking, hurting in support of their girls in the ring.
They're not all that way, but a lot of them, especially wrestling fans, a lot of, because there's a lot of know-it-alls. There's a lot of insecure people who have to be loud about wrestling because it's the only way they can feel superior to anything, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know what goes into the psychology of it, but it's definitely insecure men who generally lack the attention of women, and they're mad and they're bitter and they're sexist. That's why Aubrey makes them mad. That's why Samantha makes them mad. They have these BS excuses why they shouldn't be doing things the way they're doing when it's just sour grapes. This match is better than I thought from the start. Like when the match, first 3 minutes, I was like, okay, let's just get this over with. But it's picked up. Jeez. if Bianca ever chops that braid off, I feel like she's gonna still have like muscle memory of grabbing for the braid, because when she's working, she's holding on to that braid so she doesn't like step on it or whatever. And so she's like kind of holding on to it during her moves. She's probably gonna not know what to do without having to worry about that. I'm ready for that braid to go. It's cool and everything, but it's been like 7 years. Maybe not. Maybe 6, 5. It's been a lot of years. God, she's so strong. Oh, what a German, my God. When the split between Bianca and Jade happens, I'm definitely going to be Team Bianca. I think Jade's going to have to go heel. Nice bridge on that Gerb. That was just terrific looking.
With the bridging attempt by Iyo Sky. Is the crowd respecting what they are seeing here? Belly to try for the vertical suplex while on the apron, but instead she gets pulled down.
Big dive. Wow, Iyo. Shoosh. Bianca, that looked like real pain etched on her face. It's almost like Bianca's like, damn, girl, it's only Raw. We're not at Wembley Stadium. Come on now. Wow, look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, she's walking her up the stairs. That's incredible. Some people can't even walk up steps, and Bianca can walk up steps while holding someone in vertical suplex position. Girl's ridiculous. 450, knees up. Over the moonsault, blocked. Coming in with a KOD. Nope. Ooh, nice. I hope she gets the win here. She does, and it's clean. Iyo Sky picking up the clean win with an inside cradle over Bianca Belair. I love that finish. I'm glad that they didn't schmoz that one. Big win. That's a huge win. I love that. Yeah, that's a woman who never loses. Wade Barrett. Yeah, as soon as she rolled her up in that inside cradle, I'm like, I'm kind of hoping she wins here, and then she does. The block on the KOD there. Nice roll up. She looks very surprised, like, I put over one of the Triple H's favorites? Holy shit. Or I beat one of Triple H's favorites?
Please tell me you're gonna absolutely brutalize him.
I'm gonna rip that kid apart. Yo, tonight, we continue tearing this lame ass judging thing apart.
If anybody distracts from a match, it's Rick Knox. Yeah, maybe. I just have zero issue with the refs. Like, I know a mistake is going to be made sometimes, and botches happen, but wrestlers botch. I mean, everybody does. Referees, wrestlers, all of it. I think the referee thing, I think a lot of fans focus on in AEW because it's just more ammunition for reasons for them to hate them for no reason. But I just don't give a shit. Like, referees shouldn't be doing all this. I'm like, stop watching the product this way. You know, stop worrying about that. You're not the 10th man. You know, you're not backstage. You're not part of the team. You're a fucking fan. Watch it as a fan. And so I know, you know, that's what I am. You know, so I'm not going to get over analytical about stuff. I have a podcast and I don't give a shit about any of this stuff. So, you know, why regular people get upset about it, I have no idea. Or regular fans, I should say. Why little people get mad? No, I mean, I don't understand why they pretend to give a shit. It's recreational outrage. It's so stupid.
Macular degeneration could jeopardize my vision. It was hard, but taking Preservision was easy.
Preservision is the exact.
I'm like, is screaming about a wrestling referee really necessary in your life? There's a big old beautiful world out there. It's passing y'all by. If this is the shit that pisses you off.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Bully Ray very much. I don't agree with him much. I think he talks about wrestling on his podcast in a very, very, very condescending tone, I feel like. But he's not always wrong. But one also thing about Bully is that at least he's somebody that's been in the ring. If he has critiques or input to offer on refereeing, at least this is a person that's been in the ring in many promotions, working with a lot of referees, ECW, WWE, and TNA, and he's been around the block. He's experienced. He understands what referees' jobs are. So if he has to offer opinions, then at least that's someone's opinion that you could most likely trust, unless it's rooted in bad faith and bullshit. Which a lot of times it is, you know. I think it's really weak to, you know, like just be obsessed with AEW. I think they're the number 2 to WWE, and it's almost like, you know, just like an easy target, and people pile on. And then the minute a referee does something, see, AEW doesn't have great referees. I'm like, no, it was just a referee botch. Happens in WWE too. So little things happen, people pile on, they jump on it, they bandwagon, pile on things, and cater to that audience. Those videos and podcasters do numbers that will critique. Hey, look at the numbers Jim Cornette does. People tune into him to listen to him shit on AEW. I feel that makes you internally weak. If that's the type of stuff that you use for whack-off material, it's very bizarre to me and probably other regular people in the world. But unfortunately, it's a very prominent member and portion of the wrestling fan community. You got a lot of anger boys out there. A lot of anger boys desperate to be heard. Desperate to sound smart. Desperate to poorly articulate their shitty opinions that they adopted from somebody else. And unfortunately, that dominates the community. There's a lot more of them than there are of me. Or y'all. Look at this vignette for American Made. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm aroused. Okay, Ludwig's back.
Tension escalated between yourself and Sami Zayn tonight. It sounded like what he was saying was resonating with you.
It doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters is I already talked to Adam Pearce. Next week, I am going to expose Sami Zayn in front of the entire world. I mean, who does he think he is? He's standing in that ring, questioning my loyalty to Gunther, talking about my past. You want to talk about past? You want to talk about loyalty, Sami? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about your past, and let's talk about your loyalty. Matter of fact, let's talk about the man that you called your very best friend, Kevin Owens. And let's also talk about how whenever either one of you had more success than the other, you jumped on each other and you turned on each other, because that is who you are, Sami. And I'm going to show that to the entire world that you're nothing but a sad, bitter man, jealous of your best friend and of what he was, because that is exactly what you are never going to be. The world champion.
Ludwig, your face is so unlikable. You know that? You know in Step Brothers at the end at the Catalina wine mixer, and the one dude that's in like all the other movies, and he's like telling Will Ferrell, like, your face, I just want to punch your face. I didn't hear anything you said. I just can't. Your face is just too distracting. That's the way I feel with Ludwig. Next Monday. There we go. It's what I figured would happen. So this makes me believe or feel like Sami Zayn and Gunther won't be at Bad Blood because Sami Zayn's going to have to win. Unless they just booked a match next week after Sami wins, and then he gets right on the mic right there and demands a match and Gunther accepts or something. I think the only way the match happens at Bad Blood is if they announce it next week. Otherwise, they're out of time.
One of us is not walking out of Hell in a Cell. That was Drew McIntyre on X earlier. We will hear from him live next week on Raw.
And earlier tonight, Jey Uso shot the
And next week, IC title. We'll be here next week. We'll watch this next week. This should be a good one. That'll probably be your main event, I'm guessing. Breaker and Jay.
championship is on the line as main event. Jey Uso will go one-on-one with the explosive Braun Breaker.
I mean, I wonder if like a Bloodline person will show up. If like Tama Tonga will cost him the match or something like that. I don't know. Just to at least get that seed planted for what Jay might do at War Games.
Everything I want to say is congratulations for the win in the following match. And the best of luck for a championship match next week against That's it. Shows heat.
Yeah, that's a good take there too, Doug, on Funny. His takes are just kind of nitpicky, you know, and shit. And just a little bit like, will y'all just chill, you know, guys? It's so hard to chill out.
See, you've been getting friendly with Jey Uso, huh? And you've been full of praise.
I swear, like, some people are just in desperate need of some 420 and
I know you're new around here.
some poon.
You might want to think a little more about who you choose as your friends. Friends is such a strong.
It's like nothing that either company does should really make you outraged, you know, unless it's the owner, you know, shitting in a secretary's hair or something like that, then you have a reason to. But otherwise, like, it's just wrestling.
Ilya, it's just a friendly reminder. So next time, the message won't be delivered so nicely. Now we gotta go. Take care of one of your friends.
Well, I kind of like them getting in Dragunov's face here. That issue is not over.
Is coming up. Judgment Day is coming out. And Dirty Dom is ready for action.
All right, it is main event time. Dirty Dom against the Damian.
Blazing of Dirty Dom is just
The lonely housewives of starting to feel a little hot under the collar right now, Joe. And they all have
there is nobody
The Judgment Day. Look at these guys.
feeling hot
JT and your 33-pound head.
other than the woman holding his hand.
I'm gonna retweet. I saw a video yesterday that cracked me up. If you follow me on Twitter, go look at my latest retweet. I don't even know this song, but somebody put a different song to Dominik Mysterio when he made his entrance, and I just laughed. I think I saw it last night at like 2:30 in the morning, and I was just marking out. Ricky Dreamboat.
What women's websites are you looking at where they're tracing and following Dom Mysterio? A mustachioed, morally malnourished, dirty Dom. Stop it.
How dare you? Well, more importantly, the Lothario himself, Dirty Dom, is in action next, and it's going to be brutality personified. He's going head-to-head with none other than former running mate of the Judgment Day.
He's an absolute mess, Wade.
Man, I like Tessitore. He's been great. I think he's doing terrific. He knows his stuff. He doesn't sound clueless. Has a relatively decent grasp on history. I'm a big stickler for that. God, I wonder who the WWE champion is going to be when I die. I wonder if he's been born yet. Probably. That's sad. Whoever the champion is when I die has probably been born. Maybe not, but probably. Is that what it was? Dom's new entrance leaked? Yeah, or just dropped. New Dominik Mysterio theme just dropped. I got bitches all on my dick. Something like that. It's crazy. It's hilarious. I was like marking out laughing. 18-15 now. Eagles over Falcons. Thank you for that. I remember when I was a kid. I was probably like 5th grade or something. My friends trolled me so hard because we were watching football or something. They asked me who was playing, and I don't remember who they were playing against, but I was like, it's the Giants and the Falcons. I said Falcons instead of Falcons. And like 6 of my friends just keeled over laughing, like on the ground belly. He said Falcons. They gave me so much shit about it. I'm like, I just said it wrong. Sorry. Falcons. My bad. You would have thought. But I said something really crazy. It was just funny watching them lose their minds over that. I'm like, sorry.
Let go. Let go. I did let go. Did you let go?
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back, which means the never-ending pasta you crave is back. Starting it with our never-ending first.
Never-ending pasta is unhealthy.
Never-ending pasta bowl starting at $13.98.
You want to end your pasta at some point.
We know that potty training can move to its own rhythm. And Pull-Ups has refastenable sides for changing that's easy as it gets. So they don't listen up.
It's kind of sad seeing like summertime barbecue commercials here as we're getting into cooler weather and non-summer stuff. I went to the store today, picked up some supplies. They had a whole Thanksgiving display, like the pumpkin pie shit, pie crusts, all that stuff, like a whole thing. And I'm like, it's September 15th, bro. Putting Halloween shit out feels too early. Much less Thanksgiving. So I expect to see a Christmas tree in about a week.
Come experience the flame grill difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5.
Tuesday, the stars come out. This is what NXT is all about. As CM Punk arrives on NXT. Unbelievable. NXT, live Tuesday at 8.
So Punk is on NXT? Punk is on NXT? Is that what that ad was for? Well, Drew's going to get to him. They should shoot an angle. Have Drew show up there.
Keep Portland weird, and we love when the crowd brings out the signs. Yeah, stay weird. Look at them.
Stay weird.
Who they say earlier today, the Terror Twins, of course.
Yeah, I feel like I would really, really like Portland if I lived there.
And they were dumping out buckets of heat earlier.
Waffle House Heat. He's a popular man, is Jey Uso, as is Rick.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I love that they're showing all the signs. Hilarious.
At least learn to spell correctly. Guarantee that last guy picked Joe Testa. No doubt.
I think Wade Barrett doesn't understand that fan purposely misspelled that sign. Dom is dumb. D-U-M. D-O-M is D-U-M. That was done on purpose. And Wade's over here losing his mind. You spelled it wrong. I'm like, no, he's just more clever than you.
And Finn Balor and Damian Priest officially
Balor and Priest.
each other. It's all streaming live on WWE on Peacock, October 5th. Bad Blood from Atlanta, of course.
I remember their in-your-house match for the NXT title. In the Thunderdome. Or no, in the Performance Center, but no fans. Pandemic match.
The World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Damian Priest making it his mission.
You think Vince is watching Raw? Do you think Vince watches Raw? Or is it like just too painful? And he just ignores it?
Rhea Ripley by his side.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Rhea Ripley. From New York City, weighing at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Nice to
How long has Damian been using this current theme he's got? I mean, is it new or is it the theme that he had prior to the Judgment Day theme? I feel like it's new, right? Oh, Ontario, California. They're West Coast. I feel like they're going to be heading down to me. Is Raw due here in San Diego soon? It feels like they're heading south. They're in Portland, then Sacramento, then Ontario. Am I going to have them in town here in a couple weeks? Suppose I could go to Raw if it's here.
Opportunity for some catharsis tonight against Dirty Dom.
Look at this reception for Priest here in Portland. As Finn Balor sneers at him, they will be meeting up soon enough at Bad Blood.
Priest just wants to kill Dom.
Eyes in the direction of Damian Priest, but that has to wait for now. Priest has business to take care
Oh, he just mows down Dom.
He's wasting no time at all, just throwing Dominik Mysterio around the ring.
Oh, poor Dom. Getting manhandled here.
In total control early on against the guy who he once recruited.
Dom likes wearing the skeleton shit, doesn't he? It's like his thing. Well, I mean, I feel like, it's 14 minutes to the top of the hour. We'll have Judgment Day interfere here or distract, something to reverse the momentum, put Dom in control for a while. Priest will come back, and then we will either get a DQ or we'll get a finish. Good to see you, Victor. Raw's decent.
Just looking at his former brothers in arms, Judgment Day. Oh, and he goes down to that knee. That is smart by Dom to actually work the weak spot that was effective in recent weeks.
Can't believe you were saying something nice about Dirty Dom, but immediately back on the offense with that flapjack is the massive, imposing Damian Priest, and Ripley on the outside is loving every second of her former lover, Dirty Dom, getting stomped in the corner.
Kick after kick. All the emotion that we see time.
Okay, so we got a little bit of news on this AEW media deal, possibly. Looking like it'll be a 4-year deal, 3 years guaranteed with a 1-year option. $70 million, $170 million per year. All right. TNT, TBS, True TV. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that later. I'm just more interested about the streaming possibilities. I really hope that they can work something out, but it looks like this might just be TV related. This latest update. Oh, he's going for he went for the signal for the Razor's Edge here. All right, if you're just tuning in, it is main event. It's Dominik and Damian Priest. About 11 minutes left, and Damian Priest is still very much in control. At some point, Judgment Day is going to have to turn the tables here for Dom. Little chop block on his leg when the ref's not looking, something like that. This is generally how it goes. Yeah, I mean, it's been total domination, so Dom has had no offense. Oh, Priest taking out Carlito for good measure, backing off Balor. And there, I was about to say, was that a chop block? No, that was rammed him into the post. And there we go. And that's what we were waiting for. Now Dom will get a good, little 6 minutes. Priest will come back and probably just beat him unless... It just depends on who they're planning to have go over at the pay-per-view. If it's Priest beating Balor, then I think Dominik might score an upset here. If Priest beats Balor at the pay-per-view, if that's the plan, then I expect for Balor specifically to cost Damian Priest the match here, and Dom pins him and celebrates victorious. To close the show. And then Priest will beat him at Bad Blood. But if Priest wins here and Priest beats Dominik, then maybe it goes the other way. But Bad Blood's still a couple Raws away, so this is actually a match I would book on the go home. I would book on the go home, and I would kind of judge it like that. Like, I'd have Balor cost Priest the match. Dominik pins him, pins the former World Heavyweight Champion. Big win for Dominik. Then you got a quick turnaround at the pay-per-view for Priest to beat Balor. So I guess since the pay-per-view is still a couple weeks away, maybe it doesn't matter who wins here. You just have Priest beat him. Joshua, what's up, Greg? What did you miss, or what did I miss? Nothing really. The only interesting thing that happened tonight on Raw was that Goldberg came back and challenged Jade and Bianca to a tag team title match, handicap match, for the women's tag team titles. They accepted, and they beat him to retain. So that's really been the only news that's been interesting so far tonight. They announced a Dom on a pole. Oh, stick that kid up on a pole. That would be great. I can just see him, like, the way I envision. Have you ever seen the movie This Is the End? And in the beginning when the bullshit starts happening and, like, Michael Cera is stabbed by the street sign and it, like, brings him all the way up, and it's like, if you could find a way to get Dom, I mean, obviously not stab him through his torso, but find a way to attach him to something like that where his arms and legs can kind of flail. That's sports entertainment, if there ever was any. I'd figure out a way to do that. Then you just grab a leg, kind of snatch him off. And then if, like, Rhea starts getting close to him, he can, like, lift his legs up and, like, try to stop her from grabbing him. And extend his legs for Liv. You can have all sorts of fun. P. Diddy just got arrested? Oh, Lord. Yeah, he's in a world of shit. He's going to go away forever, right? That's kind of, man, that's crazy. He will probably, never get out, right? He's probably in jail for life from this moment on. Unless he's able to post millions of bail, which he might be able to do. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Joshua, I am happily retired from fantasy football. Not doing it anymore. I'm less dialed in than I used to be. I'm not really a good manager anymore. There's a lot of players I don't even know who they are. There's a lot of players I didn't even realize switch teams. I only got like 50% attention on the NFL these days, so I'm just deciding not to play anymore because I'm not any good. But I used to be when I cared. Look at her do the I do that at home for Elizabeth. She calls it the Jim from American Pie when Jim is dancing and he does that. And how Nadia calls him Jim. It's called doing the Jim. You can picture in your head me doing it if you want. Take your time. Priest is almost as tall as Dominik's kneeling down. Yeah, I'm just been really impressed with Damian Priest for like the past year. I never disliked him. I always thought he was great and everything, but like he just feels like a main eventer now. I like his look. Very Taker-like. He's got good size. He's got amazing command and presence in his voice. He's believable when he's pissed off. Good match. Think of this. Stick this teleport this Damian Priest, you know, into 1996. Put him in the ring with Taker. Broken arrow way too close to the ropes. There's Liv with the foot. Liv, that little sinister smile. All you did was... Oh, holy shit. Ripley just speared Liv and they did a full-on 450 over the damn announce table. Right into the lap of Wade Barrett, who I'm envious of at the moment. Carlito taken out. Here's Priest and Balor. Ooh, Dom. Ooh. Oof. Wow. Priest just took out everyone. Throw Dom in the ring and beat him. Oh, Dom in with a super kick. And a drop kick going for 619 now, probably. It's that. There's no way Dominik's going to win like this. Nope. Oh, turned him inside out. South of heaven for the win. Come on, 2 minutes left in the show. South of heaven. Ball game. And Priest wins, but gets immediately attacked by... Are we going to get Jey Uso coming out? Somebody? Or maybe the Wyatt Six? No, they're all chanting yeet. They want yeet. But Jay's only one person. There's 3 of these guys. 4 of these guys, excuse me. Oh, there's Rhea. She's got her hands on Dom. Holy crap. Liv taking out Rhea. Wow, they're going to get beat down by the Judgment Day. There's Jay. I hope he's got a chair with him. Does he have friends? Who's that? Breaker. Holy shit. Damn, he took Jay out. Jesus Christ. The way Jay's laying up against the barricade like that. Leaving the Judgment Day able to take out, decimate. Oh, they're going to hold down Priest for him to get Coop de Gracied. Oblivion to live, then to Coupe de Gracie. I was going up for another one. I was going to try to injure him. Well, all of you have probably has Raw off the air. I'm at the very top of the hour here. I think I'm like a minute behind. He's going to do the what Reed was doing to everybody with the tsunamis. JD, you're a big ass head. You look like a character on The Princess Bride or something. All right, and that is the end of Monday Night Raw with Judgment Day standing tall, but Damian Priest still got the win. All right, not a bad episode of Raw. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry about the indecision today. I really did not know if I was going to be able to do a live stream tonight until about an hour and a half before the show went live. So I'm glad we were here. We will probably be back again on Wednesday because I have another day off because I have another dental appointment where I'm getting some work done, but it's done way earlier in the morning compared to today that was the afternoon. So I think I'll come up here and watch Dynamite. What do you say? We haven't done that in a while. So I think that will be the plan. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, Yachiro. Good to see you. And Nick Musser coming in at the very end. And all y'all hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being here on the last minute stream that I put together tonight. So I'll catch y'all in just a couple days on Wednesday. Until then, have a great rest of your night.